Hey, all my Virgo friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Teri Hunter. I'm an intuitive astrologer and tarot card reader, and I'm here today with your February love and money tarot card spread. This is based on Virgo sun, so all you need to know is your birthday, and we're good to go. What I'm going to do is a 4 card spread for based on your finances and on your love life. And the love is not just intimate love, it's the love of community, how love is flowing in your life, love of friends, love of family. It's sort of if intimate love comes up, that's one thing, but I don't want you to think it's just that narrow of a lane. All right, let's start for my Virgos. The first position is the foundational position, and we're looking at the 10 of Swords. In the opportunity or the obstacle, we're looking at the 8 of Cups. In the Angel's advice, we're looking at the 4 of Pentacles. And in the final position is the 5 of Swords. This is not easy. I'm going to say that there is an opposition going on to the sun of Virgo. If you're a Virgo sun, there are planets opposing your sun in the sign of Pisces, and they're starting to gather there. Mercury is going to show up. Venus has been there. Saturn is there. This group of planets in opposition to your sun creates like a push-pull, okay? It's something outside of yourself is creating drama for you. And Pisces can be very dreamy. It can also have to do with addiction. It can have to do with mental illusions and fantasies. And the reason I'm kind of going to the more dark side of Pisces for you is because when I'm looking at your love life, something dramatic is coming up, or what appears to be potentially dramatic. And you also happen to have the South Node has just moved into the sign of Virgo. The nodes are the nodes of the moon. So they're karmic nodes attached to your emotional body. As the South Node moves into the house of your sun, it creates a dynamic where you have to be egoless to some old processes or old things or old ways of looking at things that are too rigid. And if for some reason a relationship or love has been overly dramatic, then I think you're going to choose to walk away from it. This is a very spiritual card where your wants and your desires and your soul are speaking to a journey that the mind may not understand, because it looks to me like there's a feeling of being stuck. And while there are resources here, it may part of the challenge in your love life, because Virgo rules the sign of service to others. There may be a dynamic of being of service within your love sector, service to your siblings, service to your family, service to the people that you love and your friends. And you may be tired of other people's dramas. You may be saying, hey, what about me? What about, because this ends in a little bit of a challenge with the 5 of Swords, because you kind of have to choose yourself over the others. And while I appreciate that Virgo rules the sign of the servant, the employee, I also believe that it rules the sign of the Virgin and the journey of discovery of the self outside of childhood. When we look at how the Zodiac is designed, the 5th house is high school and the beginning of romance. And then you take all of your education in the first 5 houses and you bring it into the work sector. So I think that this may be where you are kind of in a situation where things are kind of dramatic, and you're going to have to choose yourself because you don't want to be involved in the drama. You're like, I don't want to be stuck anymore in somebody else's situation or somebody else's telenovela. Or I'm going to pull one more card for you because this looks a little bit challenging. Yeah, you're going to have to kind of do your own thing and trust that that's God's guidance. That eagle is very integrous. And this king represents a sign of Aquarius, independence and liberation from something that's been a little bit traumatic. Okay, let's go on to our money. Let's see how money works for our Virgos. I'm going to use a different deck for money. I prefer to call money resources or material resources because most humans have a trigger in their mind of how much money it's possible for them to make. And when you use the word material or the phrase material resources, it sort of pushes on that limit. In fact, it breaks it because there is no real limit in that way. Okay, so for my Virgos, that's Virgo's sun. And while I'm shuffling on your money sector, just let me mention that tomorrow, January 29th, is a new moon in Aquarius. And from 3 to 5 Pacific time, I will be doing live readings on YouTube where you get to ask a specific question about you, your life, and what you want. We'll be doing it on a first come, first serve basis, but those that donate through the super chat will move up in the queue. So, on that note, let's see what's happening with your money, your material resources for Virgo sun. In the foundational position, we see the sun. That's a very fortuitous energy. We have the Six of Wands. That's victory. We have the Queen of Cups and the Angel's advice. And in the potential outcome, we have the Queen of Swords. This is interesting because starting with love, it almost feels as if that drama, you step away from that drama and the sun start. This is a great card for manifestation, for feeling abundant. There is victory, and it's interesting because I couldn't help but notice the red flag and the triangle. There's some sort of feels like, when I think of it, I think of the Trinity. I think of the idea that the theories in life are that everybody is the hero, the perpetrator, and the victim in every situation. And when we look at the sign of Virgo, we're looking at on some level, on a deep, deep, more challenging dynamic, the martyr, you're the servant. And I think this is victory over that. Okay. Because now this feels like you're following your heart. You're following the things that are most important to you. And oftentimes, as we age, we get to a place where we recognize that no matter how much we are of service to others, if we don't take care of the self, we really can never be of service to others. Because now the Queen of Libra has come in with her sword and she's cutting through the muck and she's looking for healthy boundaries. See the kitty down here? In situations. And then we see the doves of peace everywhere. There happen to be 5 of them. 5 is a number of independence. So when it comes to money, I think that this isn't about the making of money. It's again about maybe that South Node has started to trigger you into a reflection about what's most important to you, what you want for your future, and how you want to feel about it. And you're starting to shed some of the obligations and duties that are out of balance from yesteryear. So congratulations on that idea. And one other quick note is that this woman is relentless in her fairness. So she won't experience a lot of guilt. And sometimes Virgo, when it chooses no longer to be of service to someone else, but to then be of service to the self so that you can be of service to many more people, that one person that's no longer the focus of your service or that one situation can get a little testy sometimes, but you'll be victorious over it. So this feels good overall. All right, that's it for February. Please like, please subscribe. And I know this is late notice that I'm giving you about tomorrow's live, but that's just how I've been rolling. I've got planets that are making me run behind. All right, Virgo, I'll see you soon. Have a lovely February.